Hey folks, Virgin River Season 7 is almost here, and Episode 1 is already packed with drama. We've got Mel and Jack stepping into their baby story, Brie finally facing that choice between Brady and Mike, and Charmaine's future looking more complicated than ever. On top of that, release details give us even more to explore. Let's break down everything waiting for us in the new season. Alright. Before we jump back into that Season 6 finale, here's what we actually know about Season 7. First off, Mel and Jack are officially in their married era, and yes, the baby storyline is finally happening. I've been waiting to see them in this phase, and it feels like the show is ready to lean into that family life we've been teased about for years. Doc and Hope aren't catching a break though. The clinic is under fire from the state medical board, and I'm nervous about what that means. That place is the heart of Virgin River, so the idea of it being threatened feels bigger than any single love story. Most of the cast is back, including Mel, Jack, Doc, Hope, Brie, and Preacher, all the familiar faces. But what's really exciting are the new ones. There's Victoria, who used to be a cop and is now a medical investigator, and she's stepping right into Doc's mess. Then there's Clay, this rodeo survivor with a complicated past. Austin Nichols is joining the mix, which already has fans whispering about possible new romance trouble. And we'll also meet Dr. Wilson, played by Matthew Harrison, who adds another layer to the clinic drama. Honestly, I'm curious which one of these new characters is going to shake the town the hardest. And here's the fun part. Filming officially wrapped on June 20th, the very first day of summer. The cast even shared wrap photos, and part of the shoot took place in Mexico at Hacienda Cenote Oxman, which definitely screams honeymoon for Mel and Jack. And according to the show's creators, Season 7 isn't holding back on twists, betrayals, unresolved family drama, and even a mysterious disappearance that could shake the town. Now, as you remember, Season 6 ended with everything wide open. Mel and Jack were finally stepping into their baby story. Brie was stuck between Brady and Mike, and Charmaine, well, she left us all wondering what on earth was next. That's the energy Season 7 Episode 1 is walking into, and it feels like every storyline is ready to crack open. Episode 1 is even rumored to be titled The Afterglow, which couldn't be a clearer reference to the wedding carrying straight into the season opener. For Mel and Jack, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. A family of their own has been hanging over them for so long, and now it's finally real. Part of me hopes Episode 1 gives them a little peace, just one quiet moment where they can breathe and be happy. But let's be honest, this is Virgin River. Peace never lasts here. If there's one thing I've learned watching this show, it's that every time you think things are settling down, another storm hits. Maybe it's a health scare, maybe it's a family drama, maybe it's something completely unexpected. I want them to be happy, but I can't shake the feeling that Episode 1 is going to throw something heavy at them right away. Brie's storyline is the one that really gets under my skin. She's been holding this love triangle together with Brady and Mike for way too long, and Episode 1 feels like the point where she finally has to choose. Personally, I lean toward Brady. He's messy, but he's also real, and the chemistry between them has always felt stronger. Mike represents safety, stability, and maybe that's what she needs. But let me ask this, does anyone watch Virgin River for the safe choice? I don't. If Brie picks Brady, we get passion and chaos. If she picks Mike, we get calm and predictable. And I know which one I'd rather see play out on screen. And then there's Charmaine. Somehow, after everything, she's still at the center of it all. Part of me just wants Episode 1 to give her a clean slate, let her move forward and be happy for once. But another part of me expects the exact opposite, because Charmaine's whole presence in this show has always been tied to drama. If she suddenly becomes quiet and content, what happens to all the tension she brings? That's why I can't help but think Episode 1 is setting her up for another bombshell. When it comes to the trailer, I have a feeling it'll open with Mel and Jack. Maybe a quiet farm scene, maybe even a glimpse of that Mexico honeymoon with the baby storyline front and center. But then comes the drama. Brie is getting caught between Brady and Mike, A single look or line that says it all. And Charmaine doesn't even need dialogue. One close-up is enough to set the tone. Doc and Hope are likely to appear too, dealing with the clinic mess. It's the kind of serious beat that balances the romance. And Virgin River trailers always close with warmth. Either a festival, a bar scene, or some town moment that reminds us this story is about community as much as love. There's no official date yet, but with filming wrapped this summer and Season 8 already confirmed, and Season 7 is expected to land on Netflix in early to mid-2026. That's everything we know and expect for Virgin River Season 7. If you're just as curious to see how Episode 1 unfolds, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any of the updates we'll be covering. And drop your own theories in the comments because I want to know whose storyline you're most excited to see.